Still in effect. Thankfully, the tornado warning for the storm just to the north of that cell heading into Kermit has expired, but we are still under a severe thunderstorm warning for that storm cell tracking towards Kermit. So I do expect some hail. If you're in Kermit, make sure to park your vehicle underneath a structure that can absorb the impact so you don't damage your vehicles. Also, now is a good time to get indoors and away from windows in Kermit, but especially so if you live in Monahans or Pyote. This storm cell here with a tornado warning is tracking to the east very quickly now. It looks like it's accelerated, but it also looks like it's taking a course just barely to the north of Pyote and just barely to the north of Monahans. Even still, a very strong tornado signature is still in play. You can still see that tracking to the north of I-20 currently. Now that one again moving towards Pyote. The center of rotation is looking like it's just going to be to the north of Pyote, but even still, better to be safe than sorry. Make sure that you get into an indoor room away from those windows. Try and stay off the roads if at all possible. It looks like it's going to be intersecting this highway here and I-20. This is a very strong tornado signature. It's very detailed, and it also looks like it stayed on the ground for a good long time. So that means a very large, potentially damaging tornado is signified by this velocity product here heading towards Pyote and then could make its way into Monahans off to the north and east. Now this storm is still tracking to the north and east. It is still moving very quickly at about 30+ miles per hour, and it does look like it's accelerating here as we see the new frames of radar coming through. Again, that storm has a classic supercell structure and a very strong tornado signature, so make sure to get to the ground floor of a sturdy building and stay away from windows. Definitely remove yourself from any vehicles. Try to stay off the roads here for the next couple hours. We are still under a tornado watch for many of our counties, including the Trans-Pecos and part of the Central Basin. Now that tornado watch expires at 10 p.m. this evening, so we do have another about hour and a half on that before we're out of the woods, at least according to the National Weather Service, which usually has very good accuracy with these kinds of things. Now, as it stands right now, the biggest threats that we have right now are going to be hail with a few isolated tornadoes. We have already seen 2 tornado warnings, the last of which now in Ward County heading towards Pyote and then possibly heading further on into Monahans. Now the good news is this event is not going to last forever. We're actually going to see most of the energy dissipating by the time we get to about 10 p.m. This model just showing regular showers from that point onward. But we are still under an enhanced risk by the Storm Prediction Center, indicating the possibility of 1 or 2 isolated tornadoes. Now hopefully this is about all that we're dealing with, but at the same time we still have a good hour and a half on that tornado watch before it expires. We are still looking at some pretty humid conditions, humid enough for those storms to pull from as we continue to go through the evening. Now keep it here to Big 2 News and we'll keep you posted on that tornado warning and any developments, but as it stands right now, if you're in Pyote or Monahans, make sure to head indoors. This is a very strong storm cell with a very distinct tornado signature. Now we'll return you to your local programming. Thank you.